guys, so I've decided to stop doing the vlog every day because it was becoming the 4th day in a row where I was just vlogging from my bed, and that's just boring and takes a lot of my time, and no one wants to watch that. No matter how much you like me, I'm sorry, no one wants to watch that. So I'm gonna start vlogging every time that I do something interesting. So today is a mildly interesting day. I've got a lot of paperwork that I need to go and collect. So basically, I've decided now that I'm going to get a job. I am. And I want to be a taxi driver, as you already know. So that means that I'm now eligible for unemployment, suppose, because they told us, because in Sweden you have a company type unemployment insurance where you pay in to ensure that you get payment after you're not working. So yeah, and when we talked to them, like just after I got sick, and then about a year after I got sick, they kept saying it's fine, she can apply for OCASA, this unemployment insurance, as soon as she's fit for work. And then we came to actually doing it, and it seems like the rules according to Arbetsförmedlingen, which is like job seekers centre in Sweden, they say that I'm not eligible for it because I haven't been working within the last year. So what OCASA is saying and what Arbetsförmedlingen is saying are two different things. So we have to go and collect a whole ton of paperwork, like doctor's notes and information about what I've been doing the last 3 years, the fact that I've been sick. Then hopefully I'll get OCASA, but I don't think I'm going to. I think they've got so many excuses not to pay me. Why on earth would they pay me? I studied for a bit, I was sick for a bit, and I didn't work, I didn't do anything for a bit, and it's like I have to prove what I've been doing every second of every day in order to get this OCASA, and there's like a whole bunch of paperwork that I have to do in order to get the OCASA, and I don't want to do it. I mean, we had such a fight with Försäkringskassan. So Försäkringskassan is disability benefits, sickness benefits. I got sick. I decided to quit my job, and then I decided that I was going to learn Swedish. So I didn't want to apply for Försäkringskassan. I was wrong. I was very wrong. I was stubborn, and I didn't want Försäkringskassan involved. So I said, let's just live on one wage for a while. We'll move into a smaller apartment, and I'll start learning Swedish. That was a mistake. So then 3 months later, after I quit my job, I got sick. I got really sick. I had to be hospitalised for a month. And Försäkringskassan said, well, you didn't apply within 3 months of you finishing work, so we can't help you. So we tried to argue that I didn't know that I was sick enough to get Försäkringskassan. They said no. Then we went to court, and it was a whole thing. And I don't want to go through that again. It was like 2.5 years of fighting, and we didn't get anything. Because the rules are the rules. If you don't apply within 3 months of getting sick, you don't get any sickness benefit. So basically, if you're too sick to apply for benefit, which is pretty much what my problem was, the reason I couldn't apply was because I was much too anxious to be able to go through the bureaucracy of it. Because I was too sick to apply for Försäkringskassan, so I was too sick to apply for unemployment benefit. I was no longer eligible for unemployment benefit. So that was a whole hassle. And then all this paperwork that OCASA are asking for is kind of like, it's just Försäkringskassan all over again. And I can't do it. I can't go through that again. It was hard enough the first time. I can't do it again. So Lars says he's going to do it for me. So I need to give him full mark. Full mark is like permission to speak on my behalf. I gave it to him for when he did the Försäkringskassan stuff. And now he wants to fight the OCASA stuff as well, because apparently I'm eligible for it, and therefore I should get it. Or at least get my money back from paying the insurance for the last 7 years. Today I have to go and pick up a book, the Swedish Road Atlas, which has all the information in it that I need to pass my kartläsning, so map reading section of my theory exam to be a taxi driver, because there's three exams. 3 theory exams, 1 practical. So theory 1 is kartläsning, which is how to read books. Theory 2 is safety and treatment. So how you safety in the car and how you deal with people with disabilities, what you need to do when someone has a certain disability, and that kind of thing. And then the third one is about law to do with driving taxis in Sweden. And you only have to get about half the questions right, so I'm not super worried, but I want to ace it, you know? I'm a perfectionist. I want to do really, really well on it, which is really bad. Well, it's not really bad, but it's causing me a lot of stress. Guessing because you can have to only get half of them right, that the questions are going to be hard. The first exam you get 2 hours to do it, which is way too much for 20 questions. And then the second exam you only get 40 minutes for 40 questions, which seems like not enough time really. And I'm allowed to have a dictionary, but they've got this weird system where if I don't know a word, I have to get up, go to the judicator, whatever it's called, you know what I mean, the person holding the exam. I have to go to them and ask them what the word is in English, and then I'm allowed to look up in the dictionary, but I'm not allowed to have a dictionary on my desk, which is weird because it's only a 40-minute exam, so how am I going to have time to get up and check what words are in English? I've been ploughing through the theory books that I got from Uber Taxi, and it's really, really hard. There are so many words that I just don't know, and I'm gonna have to learn them for the exam, and I'm a little bit scared that I'm not going to understand the questions, and I'm just nervous. I mean, I'm thinking of like booking a test, like just any of them, and turning up and seeing how I do, just so I get an idea of what the exam situation is like, what the dictionary situation is like, actually go in planning to fail, and then if I pass it's a mega bonus. So it's like a test run, I suppose, and I'm thinking of doing that like next week. Do a test run and then see if, not do the court lessoning because that was like 2 hours, which means if I don't understand it I've got to sit there being confused for 2 hours, and that's just going to be uncomfortable. So I might go for like the 40-minute exam, the security and treatment one, so that I get an idea of what the exam is like before I actually have to sit one, so that I'm less anxious when it comes to my other test, the test that I do actually want to pass. Now, I don't know whether or not I am eligible to be a taxi driver because of my conditions. So I have to, which is kind of unfair, I have to pay £800 for them to assess my health before the exam, which is kind of mean, because that's like discriminating against people who have disabilities, saying that they have to pay more to see if they're eligible to be a taxi driver before they take the exam, whereas a perfectly healthy person wouldn't need to do that. It seems kind of unfair, am I right? So yesterday I was just firing out emails to anybody and everybody who could help me, and I was going through the taxi driver stuff and panicking because it's so freaking hard. Like, what the fuck is a yam? But I learned some stuff. I'm applying it to my driving now so that I get practice for when the driving test comes. I learned some stuff about economical driving, and I learned some stuff about driving in the environment, which was quite interesting. I think the taxi driver stuff is going to end up being fun. I think that I just need to bite the bullet, just get on with it, let my anxiety be anxiety, and understanding that it's there for a reason, and that it's okay, and that it's not going to hurt me. So I just need to get on with it. I already told Nosh that the stuff with Arcasa was just too much for me to handle, so he's going to handle that. So that stresses off me. The thing is that it took us like 3 hours last night to go through all the stuff, and I'm just thinking that's 3 hours I could have spent learning to be a taxi driver and passing my taxi license quicker. So why waste time doing this Arcasa stuff to get 1 month's of payment, and then I'm going to start working? I hope I'm going to start working. I'm so tired. So that's it for now. I'm going to finish the last bit of my drive, which is a bit more concentrating, so I'm going to sign off for now, and then I will see you at the library. Okay, so I am done with my errands for today, and I am friggin' exhausted. I've been running up and down all around the university trying to collect all the paperwork like fucking Pokemon, and I've got about half of it. I still haven't got the doctor's notes that I need. I still haven't got some evidence that I need to get. I have proof that I was working, and I have proof that I've been paid previously. I don't know why I need to prove that, considering, you know, they're CASA, they should know, but apparently I have to prove it, probably so they can find more loopholes in order to not give me any money, which is the most likely thing to happen. Sorry if I sound a bit negative about Swedish bureaucracy, but that is the one thing that makes this country bad, is the fucking bureaucracy. An amazing country if things were just simple, but it's not. And make it super complicated and then get surprised when you say I'm too sick to do it. No one's too sick to go through all of our paperwork. Our paperwork's easy. I spent a day just running around the university trying to find bits of paperwork. Drives me mad. Now I'm going to go home and have a nice deserved nap. I'm not going to go via the shop and buy Ben & Jerry's, which is what I really want to do.
But it's what I did.
I'm not. I'm going to go home and I'm going to take a nap. That's all I got.